Alright, let's get right to it. I want to talk to you about a word that makes a lot of people nervous. That word is risk. What is it, really? Think of it as the universe keeping us on our toes. It is the simple, undeniable truth that we do not know what is going to happen next. Risk is the uncertainty that surrounds every single decision we make, every single day we live. It is the possibility that something unexpected could happen, and that something could lead to a financial loss. It is the what if that can keep you up at night. What if you get sick? What if you get into a car accident? What if a storm damages your home? That, my friends, is risk. Now let's talk about risk management. This sounds like some fancy term from a business school textbook, but I want you to stop thinking that way right now. Risk management is not just for big corporations with glass towers. It is for you. It is for your family. It is for your future. It is the process of looking those what-ifs straight in the eye and making a powerful, intelligent plan. It is about taking control of your financial destiny instead of letting chance and bad luck dictate it for you. Managing risk means you are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are the strong, smart, and secure commander of your own life. It is you saying, I see the potential problems and I am prepared. You cannot eliminate risk entirely. Let's be very clear about that. Life will always have its curveballs. That is a fact you must accept. But you do not have to stand at the plate and just hope you don't get hit. Risk management gives you the power to put on a helmet, to wear protective gear, to maybe even take a step back when you see a wild pitch coming. It is the difference between being reactive and being proactive. It is about understanding the potential for loss and then taking deliberate, calculated steps to reduce the impact of that loss, or in some cases, prevent it from happening at all. This is not about fear, this is about empowerment. I need you to listen to me closely. Ignoring risk is one of the most expensive mistakes you will ever make. It is a financial denial that can cost you everything you have worked so hard to build. For you, as an individual, a single unexpected event can be devastating. Think about it. A sudden serious illness can lead to medical bills that could bankrupt you. A car accident could leave you without transportation and with massive repair costs, not to mention potential liability if you are at fault. For a business, the stakes are just as high, if not higher. A business that ignores risk is a business that is destined to fail. A lawsuit from a disgruntled employee or a customer who slips and falls can lead to legal fees that drain the company's accounts dry. So, we have established that risk is real and you need a plan. Now, what is the most powerful tool in your risk management toolbox? I will tell you. It is insurance. Approved. Insurance is a beautiful, powerful concept when you understand it correctly. It is a formal, contractual way to transfer your risk to someone else. You are essentially paying a company, an insurance company, to take on the financial burden of a potential loss. You pay them a small, predictable amount of money, which is called a premium. In exchange, they promise to pay you a much larger amount of money if a specific covered event happens. It is that simple. Think of it like a financial shield. You hold up this shield every day. Most days nothing hits it, but you keep paying to maintain that shield because you know that one day, a fiery arrow of a crisis might come flying your way. When it does, would you rather face it with nothing, or with a strong, solid shield that can absorb the blow? Let's bring this down to earth. I want you to see how this works in your everyday life with real, tangible examples. Let's start with your car. You get in your car every single day to go to work, to the grocery store, to pick up your kids. The risk? You could get into an accident. It might be a small fender bender, or it could be a major collision that totals your car and injures someone. Now let's talk about your health. The risk is obvious. You could get sick. You could have an accident. You could be diagnosed with a serious condition that requires expensive treatments, surgery, and medication for the rest of your life. A single trip to the emergency room can cost thousands. A major surgery can cost hundreds of thousands. Who can afford to pay that out of pocket? Almost no one. And let's not forget life insurance. If you have people who depend on your income, a spouse, children, life insurance is your ultimate act of love. It ensures that if the worst happens to you, they will be financially taken care of. They can pay the mortgage, fund college, and live without financial hardship. Alright, now we get into the nitty-gritty. The actual process of risk management. You cannot manage a risk you do not see. So the very first step, the absolute foundation of your plan, is to identify the risks. This means you need to sit down, get a pen and paper, or a spreadsheet if you prefer, and do a thorough, honest review of your life. Once you have your list of identified risks, you cannot just stop there. A long list of scary what-ifs is not a plan. It is a source of anxiety. The next crucial step is to assess each risk. You need to analyze each risk to understand two very important things. First, the likelihood of it happening, and second, the potential severity of the financial impact if it does happen. Not all risks are created equal. The risk of getting a paper cut is very different from the risk of your house burning down. You have identified your risks. You have assessed their potential impact. Now comes the moment of truth. You must decide what you are going to do about them. There are generally 4 ways you can approach this, and you need to choose the smartest one for each situation. This is where you take back control. This is where you build your fortress of financial security. Listen to me. Risk management is not a set-it-and-forget-it activity. You do not just create this plan once and then put it in a drawer for 20 years. No, no, no. Your life is constantly changing, and so are the risks you face. Therefore, the final crucial step in the process is to monitor and review your risk management plan on a regular basis. What are these major life events? Getting married is a big one. Buying a house is another. Suddenly you have a massive asset to protect. Having a baby? Oh honey, that changes everything. You absolutely must have life insurance to protect that child's future. Getting a big promotion or a raise means your income is higher, so your disability insurance coverage may need to be increased. So schedule it, put it on your calendar right now. Annual financial risk review. During this review, you go back through the steps. Do you have any new risks to identify? Has the likelihood or severity of your existing risks changed? This ongoing process of monitoring ensures that your financial shield never gets rusty or full of holes. So, what have we learned today? We have learned that risk is simply a part of life. It is the uncertainty that is woven into the fabric of our existence. But we have also learned that you do not have to be a passive victim of this uncertainty. You have the power to face it, to plan for it, and to manage it. Risk management is not a topic for Wall Street executives. It is a fundamental life skill for every single person who wants to be in control of their money and their future. We have walked through the 4 essential steps. First, you identify the risks by taking an honest look at your property, your health, your income, and your potential liabilities. Second, you assess those risks, determining how likely they are to happen and how financially devastating they would be if they did. This allows you to prioritize. Third, you choose how to handle each risk, whether to avoid it, reduce it, accept it, or, for the big scary ones, transfer it through the powerful tool of insurance. Understanding how to manage risk is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. It frees you from the tyranny of fear and anxiety about the future. Ultimately, mastering risk is about mastering your life. It is about having the confidence to pursue your dreams, to take calculated chances, to invest in your future, and to build the life you deserve, all because you know you have a strong financial foundation beneath you. You have a shield, you have a safety net, you have a plan. So please, I am asking you, take this knowledge and use it. Sit down this weekend and start walking through the steps. Look your risks in the eye and show them who is boss. You are strong, you are smart, you are in control, you have the power to create a secure financial life. Now go do it.